Hello my Emerald Archers, it's Devin from ComiKazees once again, and today's video is going to be my review and top 5 moments of Arrow episode 20, The Fallen. So let's shoot on right into this. In my opinion, I would say this episode was an A. I love this episode. It was one of my favorites. I gotta say, from the past 2 weeks so far on Arrow, they've been making Flash, run for their money, a little bit. Catch the drift? Nah, it's okay. We'll let that slide. But this is coming from, my favorite superhero is the Flash, so saying that Arrow, 2 episodes might have been better. But, they like the same, so it doesn't matter. But they were still great episodes, from the events that happened last week with, Ra's stabbing Thea through the chest and, this, then, the third. Like, he rock-bottomed the chick through a glass table, lifted her head, take out the sword, and stabbed her right in the chest. Like, damn! Wow. Like, that just made me, that reminded me of when Hulk was, smashing Loki side to side in Avengers, and he was just like, eh. She didn't catch it as bad, but, she was just like, ugh. But, we're shown her bleeding out, crawling, reaching for a phone to, let someone know, save me. And, thank God Oliver walks in at that perfect moment. Bad choice in words, but perfect moment where he sees her and he rushes over her and brings her to the hospital, and then the hospital is trying their best to revive her, help her, this, then, the third, and they tell her her wounds are too fatal and we've tried the best that we could, but we can't help her. So he's just like, damn, he knows how, he's just like, damn, he doesn't know what to do, but they kind of have her barely alive. And while he's in the hospital, we see Team Arrow show up. Diggle and Felicity, and they're trying to figure out what happened. Is she okay? What's next? And he doesn't really have any answers. He's just like, Roz did this, and la la, and, he's angry. But then he looks into the hospital, window, and he sees the purple smoke that the League uses to contact with people, let them know this is the spot you need to come to. So he goes there and he sees Maseo and instantly just decks the man in the face. And was like, was this you who did this to my sister? Ah! Angry brother mode. And he's like, no, but she can be saved if you take, accept Roz's offer to be the heir to the demon. She'll be resurrected. And he's just like, he thinks about it. And then, it pans over to Team Arrow again with Merlin going to Thea's house. And they get there, and, they see him packing, this, then, the third, and he's like, I'm going to Nanda Parbat, this, then, the third. It's told about the Lazarus pit. And then you see Oliver and Merlin telling the team about the Lazarus pit, the ancient pits in the Bible and stuff like that, and how they could bring her back. But Merlin tells him it changes them, it corrupts their soul, and this, that, and the third, and he thinks that they shouldn't do it. But Oliver's like, we're still going to do it. This is my sister. She's dead because of you. Because of what you did, So, we're going to bring this chick back. But Oliver said he's still going. But he kind of doesn't go at it alone because Felicity forcibly is like, I'm coming too. If you think you're getting rid of me, that's not happening. So she then goes to Ray and asks him for a favor if she could borrow the jet. And they begin to talk, and Ray's like, yesterday I could tell, made me feel weird, and I saw how you acted with Oliver, and, basically I know now that you still love him, you still have feelings for him, and they kind of break it off. So I'm like, yes, finally this couple is done. Hated this couple. I like Ray, I love Felicity, but Ray and Felicity together isn't, nah. But, so, they break up. And he's the bigger man, and he gives Felicity the jet to help, Oliver out with the terrible thing that they're going through. So they go to Nanda Parbat, and what Felicity says is, what's that? And Oliver goes, it's the League. And they were squadded up, when you talk about squad goals, the League of Assassins is squad goals. They were all there And then they bowed down to when they saw Al Saim, Oliver Queen. Just got to get a little Arabic there for a minute. Arabic, sorry. Whoopsie. But, you know, he brings her and he's like, save my sister. And they begin the ritual. The strange lady that we've been seeing in the trailers does the ritual. We still don't know who she is, so we gotta figure out who that chick is. And they begin the ritual and they lower her into the pit, and she's in the pit. But shortly after she's in the pit, she literally leaps out of the pit like on some crazy monster type ish, and a drop kicked her own brother. She was like, boom, drop kick to the face, WWE status. And I was just like, did she just drop kick him in the face? But she like begins attacking the first person she sees, which is Oliver, and they had to subdue her by tranquilizing her, basically. Like, and she was like, then minutes later she wakes up, and you know, she sees Merlin and Oliver, and she doesn't recognize Oliver, and Oliver's like, it's Ollie, and she's like, Ollie's dead. And Merlin, she's like, oh hey dad, and it's just like, whoa. But you know, then we see Merlin and Oliver arguing about we shouldn't have done this, and the third. And Felicity agrees with Merlin, and she storms out the room, and you know, she's about to rip Raz a new one. She goes after him, yells at him like, if you think you're taking him, no, And Raz gives her a little history on him, and goes, I know you love him, and he loves you. This is your last day with him. Might as well, you know, tell him how you feel. And she goes, and she finally tells Oliver, I love you. And then, cue the Barry White.
But I don't know about that.
And then with the mood being set by Mr. Barry White himself, they finally did the yum yum. Like, whoa, Barry White status. But, you know, after they, you know, did what they did, and they're talking, this, that, and the third, and Felicity gives Oliver a drink. She actually spiked the drink, which knocks out Oliver. He was like, what? What the hell? And, you know, with him knocked out, Team Arrow and her find a way to get out of Nanda Parbat with the help of Maseo. And they get so close to escaping, but eventually get caught, you know, in time for Oliver to wake up. And it's like, I am Al Saim. Oliver Queen. He said, I am El Saim, Queen, heir to the demon. I was like, he said Queen Al Ghul or something like that. I was just like, oh, he's serious. But, you know, he manages to wake up and save them from Evil Incorporated, you know, aka the League of Assassins. And, you know, he basically walks them back and is like, yo, you guys gotta go. And he says bye to the team, you know, Diggle, Thea, and then Felicity, where they kiss one more time and say goodbye. And it's, you know, it was a sad, touching moment, but it is what it is. It had to be done. Now Oliver goes back in to Evil Incorporated and begins, you know, to proceed with him being a part of the League of Assassins, as they you know, start doing what they're doing, and they brand him with the logo on his chest, on his back, which looks like an arrow. You know, it's actually the, you know, the opening thing on Arrow with the Hojin, whatever, the arrowhead, basically. That's the same logo that was on his back, which was cool to see. And then back to Starling City, you know, Thea wakes up having her memory, hating her father, and Merlin tells her what, you know, what Oliver had to do to save her life. And it hurts her because she's like, he joined the League of Assassins to bring me back to life. Brother of the Year. And we see Felicity, you know, crying, telling Laurel that Oliver joined the League of Assassins, and the look on Laurel's face is just like, oh, damn. But back to Nanda Parbat, we see Oliver is no more, as he puts on the League of Assassins gear, and, you know, as he's suiting up and everything, which looks awesome. Oliver Queen is no more, like I just said. Is only the Arrow, Al Saim. And can't wait to see next week how Al Saim which is Arrow in Arabic, you know, what he has to do since he's in the league now. Heir to the Demons can be crazy. But, well, that was my review, you know, about everything. Next up is my top 5 moments, so you ready for this? And now here are the top 5 moments of Arrow episode 20, The Fallen. Moment number 5, Thea Queen dies. Moment number 4, Ray and Felicity finally break up. Moment number 3, Elicity hookup, Oliver and Felicity do the nasty. Moment number 2, Thea is put in the Lazarus pit and brought back to life. Moment number 1, Oliver Queen joins the League of Assassins as Al Saeed. There goes my review. You know, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It only takes 2 seconds. And, you know, what else takes 2 seconds? Sharing the video and telling your friends. You know, text, tweet, social media, whatever. Also, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ComiKazees and interact with us. You know, it really means a lot that you guys check out the videos and give it thumbs up and share it, this, that, and the third. It really does mean a lot. You know, we're trying to build something good here. And hopefully our dream and plan, you know, really comes through. That's what we want it to, you know, really manifest, I guess, in a way, you know. But it really does mean a lot that you guys check out our videos. Also, unrelated, actually kind of related, I, you know, submitted a video to DC All Access trying to win, you know, San Diego Comic-Con correspondent thing and become a finalist and win and be with Tiffany Smith and Jason, I forgot his last name. But, you know, for Comic-Con, I haven't went to Comic-Con yet, and none other than, you know, San Diego Comic-Con to be my first one would really be my dream. So I don't know how, but hopefully I win. So guys, pray for me, or, you know, whatever, hopefully. But thank you guys for watching so much. You know, I'm super excited for next week's Arrow, Al Saeed and Flash, The Trap. A lot's going to be happening, and I can't wait to do videos about it so you guys can watch it. So thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time when we talk about Arrow, Flash, and all things comics.